We need to start by taking small steps and giving ourselves the opportunity to have some short term wins, right? And these small steps and short term wins can be incredibly valuable. Incredibly valuable. Now, here's the interesting part: missteps and small losses can also be incredibly valuable. As long as we recognize that we are still learning something from those missteps and losses. I think that we need to be okay with missteps and losses when things don't go exactly the way we were hoping they would go. Now, that's totally counterintuitive, right? When things go wrong, our instinct is to figure out what went wrong. Why didn't this work? And better yet, who can we blame? Maybe not better yet, but sometimes that's what we want to do, right? We want to blame someone or blame something at least. We want to point the finger at whatever caused the failure. But maybe the misstep or the small loss, maybe that's exactly what we need in order to get clarity, right? And help us figure out, okay, where do we actually need to go? If this didn't work, what do we need to do? Or what do we need to tweak? Or how do we need to adapt, right? I'll give you some sort of simple examples. I've preached some bad sermons in my life, right? As have most of us who are preachers. But I needed to preach those bad sermons because they actually helped me become a better preacher, right? There have been times when after a sermon or after some feedback, I thought to myself, yeah, maybe I won't do that again, right? Maybe I'll find a different way of saying it, or take into account a little bit more who's in the congregation and how saying it this way will affect those people. And yeah, I mean, it could trigger people in the congregation depending on how we say things. Anyway, these are the kinds of things that we learn, right, when we fail. I've also at times hired people, who are less than ideal, who didn't quite fit, who weren't quite the right person for that position or for this congregation. But you know what? It helped me. It helped me get some clarity on what really matters when we bring someone on board, to do ministry, to become a team member in our church.